if you can do this. And he pushed me, and I was just like, okay. And so right now, as I said, I'm at freelancing. I'm at 3 different offices. I choose my hours, so I'm at one office between 9 and 1, and another one between 5 and 8. So I can collect my daughter, I can get her prepared, whatever, leave her and go back. So I just structure my day how I can manage it better and still my goals, which would be like my company. And as you could see, right after I left Body Force, I was able to go full force ahead, you know, into my company and observe the day.
Congrats! I didn't see that. So I'll be sure to read that later. So Kimberly Hoffman, ladies and gentlemen, look for that.
So yes, and it's scary. It is scary. That transition is scary. It's no joke. It was sleepless nights, like and constantly.
That's when you know. Yeah, what I tell myself is that's when you know you need to do it. You have to do it. If it's keeping you up at night, you know that rush. It's fear, but it's also, I think you care so much because it's something you have to do. You just have to pursue it.
Right. But you can realize, you can eliminate. And one thing COVID allowed me to do was eliminate, because I realized I don't have to be spending so much money every month.
Girl, let me tell you. Hey!
Like,
a little lock up sort out my finances and not tell no lie, not tell you know how much plane me that go on already? Boy, listen, they closed the border the week before I was supposed to come to Jamaica. So imagine how much money I didn't get to spend.
Wow.
It did help us to like prioritize things. And I just want persons to know that if you are contemplating, all you have to do is just make a plan. Make a plan. Make the plan. Even if you don't know if you want to do it or not. And just see. It might work out. It might tend to that the reason why you couldn't do it before is because you had the wrong process. And just that process, maybe you don't need to leave your job, but definitely consider finding a hobby that you can turn into a skill that can eventually turn to something that
you can generate income from.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely don't be reliant on one person for your food.
Yeah, because the tides turn very quickly. Teneisha, I'm gonna ask you to share some advice. Well, as we wrap up, much like Kim did just now, share some advice. What advice would you give to somebody who's considering a similar path? Maybe not maybe not being a hairstylist, right? But someone who may be sitting with that fear of starting. In Kimberly's case, you're in a stable position and you're choosing to take this risk. In your case, you could have been at home treating your hands as just this thing you do for fun. What advice would you give to somebody who's maybe not working right now and feeling somewhat disillusioned? How can they tap into the things that they are great at, the things that they're interested in and passionate about? How can they turn that into something that generates income?
Okay. Well, the start do some things. Doesn't matter what the talent is. The start call over your friends, your neighbors, start doing something, and eventually you can start charging for it. Because when I started out, when I actually get serious about hairdressing, I didn't have a job at the time, but my hair was always looking really good. So my neighbor said to me, she was a nail tech at the time, so she worked in the salon, and she said, you need to start doing hairdressing, you know, because you need to start doing it as a business, because she's in the salon where other hairdressers are earning from it, and their work didn't have quality like mine, you know, the braids and so forth, because she was looking at my hair and telling me that. So she inspired me a lot, and until today, that was 13 years ago, and I always remember her. She inspired me to you know, get brave and
say
start.
her name. Sometimes you just need that one person.
Her name is Carrie, and I've seen her since I'm in the business. But yeah, she inspired me. Every day I remember her because I didn't feel like I was good enough to stand over somebody here and do the here and charge for it. She did not something out of me, and I never forget that girl. So you just start. Doesn't matter where you're starting from. Just start. Just start.
Just make the first step, one foot before the other. You know, while I was listening to you, I was thinking about, you said this one person inspired you. I'm sure you had influences from other places, but this one person resonated with you. Right. And I'm thinking, sometimes when you decide that you're going to branch out, everybody has a lot to say. So you may get a lot of negatives as well. Oh, you're getting to this and then that, you know? And you don't need all of that because you have your own fears. So sometimes it's also important for you to drown out the negatives from other people. They may have good intentions, but it weighs you down.
They fear for you, they fear for you.
But I've come to really appreciate that. The fear sometimes
is different from what
is the fear. Yeah. So you just need to focus on that true voice, and that thing that fuels you, that person who, when them talk to you, I say, yeah, man, we can do this thing, you know. Carry and come for me.
Yeah, I was saying that what I realized, because I have family members who they really care about me and friends, but they also have their fears.
Yes.
So they put their fears on you. It's not your fears. You have that fear any at all. But they their own insecurities, their own fears, and they project that on your vision. You always have to remember it's your vision. Nobody else can. You can advise, but take them with a grain of salt and still come to your own decision and to your own conclusion, because if you listen to everybody talk and you ponder too long on what they're saying, that will kind of, you know,
you miss your window.
Dated, and it'll keep you stuck. So you don't have to stay, because you can't live somebody else's life for them. You want to get your life. You can't live it how somebody else wants to live it. You have to live it the way you deal with it. And only you know your vision.
You know, something else I've come to realize. Yeah, man. Go on, Teneisha.
All right. And a lot of people would say, all right, they want to do certain jobs, and, you know, because growing up, you know, when I was in high school, I wanted to become bank manager, accountant, you name it. Those fancy
nice to say.
Right. I didn't get a chance to even finish high school because of financial issues. But a lot of people might look down on hairdressers, you know, as not being a top job.
Yes, man, it's like a lawyer. He's not a lawyer, he's a hairdresser.
They do, but trust me, it's a great business venture. So the little skill can turn in a big thing. Trust me.
Especially, you know, where everybody's striving for perfection. Hairdresser can't come out of work, man. So if you're on your veranda now, touch out the road. The road. You don't have to wait to be hired. You can just get out there and start earning.
The job that they might be looking for, the hairdressing pay can pay them in probably in 3 days what they'll earn in 2 weeks.
You know, because we're talking about the fact that minimum wage, you work for a week and minimum wage is $6,000, $6,000 plus, and you can braid one hair. How much you braid a hair, Teneisha?
Average 5,000 up.
There you go. 5 hours, 5,000. There you go. There you go. So on that note, we thank you so much for your time, and I want us to wrap up. Before we go, I want to wrap up actually with both of you telling us about your business. So I'm gonna add the photos and the videos that you sent me. I'm gonna compile them. So if you can just take the time, Teneisha, to tell me about just like some of your techniques, your business, where you're located. Are you on social media? How can we find you?
Okay. I'm located in 2 North Greater Portmore. I go by appointments. So my number is 1-876-404-8899. Once you call me and arrange an appointment, I can send you the direction. Yes, I'm on social media. I'm on Instagram, Happy Hair Affair, and I'm on Facebook, Happy Braids Jamaica. So you definitely can find me on social media. Social media has added to my business as well. You know, once you post your work out there, a lot of people find me just by Google.
It's a visual business.
Right. Just by Google braids in Jamaica, and they find me on Google. And they said the first one pop up, and you know they like my work and they find me. So yeah.
You're out there. Happy Braids Jamaica. Just Google best braid hairstyle in Jamaica and you'll find her up top. Kimberly, tell us.
Don't put the best in front of it. You put braid in Jamaica, you'll find me pop up. Trust me.
All right.
All right. So yes, I'm on social media as b.insync. That's my personal page. My business page is insync.wellness.beauty. Social media definitely add a lot of business to my business. I have the Instagram platform, the ads. I post daily. I post tips, and that really has gotten my business going for physiotherapists. My biggest thing that I write. So once persons Google physiotherapists in Jamaica, Kimberly, definitely. So that has been a big help, especially if you Google mommy tummy women's health dietitian, is definitely going to see me. And so yeah, that is how you
I'll find Kimberly and her skills.
Physical location, I'm at Barbican Business Center at BDC Medical Services. I am also at Doc's House, West, and my new office will be in Duane Park. It's called Skyline Health. I'll start there.
Okay, Kim, actually, can you tell me a little bit about your products?
Oh yes, definitely. So my skincare line, it's me along with my family members. We this line of business. I have a pharmacologist on my team, my economist. I have a husband who just helps out. I'm a little brand ambassador. We have a aloe and oatmeal wash. Because what we did is we took aloe vera and all its wonderful benefits and just bottled it to perfect. And I literally mean perfect. If you
I have the images.
Oh yeah, you do. So understand what I mean by bottled to perfection. Lovely packaging, oatmeal and aloe wash, eczema, and just problematic skin on whole. Because you know, oatmeal, the benefit of oatmeal, it helps to reduce oily skin that will cause blocking of the pores. It also helps to soothe the skin from like eczema and other problematic conditions. So allow it to vitamins A, E, C.
Elemental P.
And so oatmeal and aloe wash is the rose water, aloe and green tea toner that helps with hyperpigmentation, especially in our skin. You know, black skin types, we often suffer from coloration and hyperpigmentation. So that would help with that and prepare your skin to absorb moisture. Speaking of moisture, we have the aloe vitamins serum and the aloe moisture.
Okay. So we're gonna have to find you on social media, find you on Instagram and check out your items. Thank you ladies so much for your time.